It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see Fred Warner, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Saints and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. Is Teddy Bridgewater.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception.
They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 61 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break.
On play action, Cousins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's swung out to Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Raiders at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Caught by Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. A handoff running left is Mostert, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And
you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Cameron Jordan, truly the heart and soul of the Saints defense, had another memorable year in 2021. He crossed 100 sacks and made his 5th straight Pro Bowl.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like... First down, Bridgewater. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Cobb to return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The crowd. First down. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. 3 yards remain for second down.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Guys playing this game, there's no feeling of running right through the tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Now Cousins. Touchdown Raiders. Marvin Jones. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points.
A first down throw for Bridgewater.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air again with Bridgewater. He's got Fuller. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Sets up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive.
Cousins on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cousins to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Cousins.
He'll hit Mostert again here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And just 1 yard here from the 49. Cousins now from the 50. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Throwing, Cousins. Complete to Jones.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw and a good quick first down as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. And they got to get to the 23 here on third. Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Bridgewater on first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Saints.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Bridgewater.
And he'll find Pittman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Bridgewater.
And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another Saints.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad Penny,
his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. This now a 10-point game. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play, as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Cousins. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be dropped back to the 15-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot from the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
From the 31, Bridgewater. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker unable to hang on. That'll bring up second down. Bridgewater. And he finds Parker here, complete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Bridgewater now. He gets it into the arm, and oh, he coughed it up, and the Raiders pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins gives this to Pirine. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, here's Pirine. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:47 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And down he goes. The pressure. It's in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater going deep here for Parker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for a Saints.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone. Tucker now